Today, I'm going to be comparing Insta360's Ace Pro 2 to the industry standard for action cameras, GoPro's Hero 13, to see which one is best for motorcycle riders just like me. Now guys, I tested the Ace Pro 2 late last year and I've been really impressed with this thing, but I haven't put it head to head with a GoPro yet, and I think this one is going to be super interesting. So let's get straight into it. Not only have you guys been asking for this comparison, but Insta360 themselves are sponsoring this video, but kind of in a weird way. So they sent me out the Ace Pro 2, and all they told me that they wanted to do is they wanted me to put it up against whatever the newest thing GoPro has and make a comparison video and see what happens. So I thought it was a pretty ballsy move. So because they're sponsoring this video, I am not going to be telling you guys any of my opinions throughout the video because I don't think that would be fair. But what I'm going to do is I am going to show you side-by-side comparison of what both of these cameras can do while I go for a ride and experience motorcycling like I always do. And check this out. So just for this comparison, check out this little dual action camera mount. I literally bought this and I got a whole helmet set up so I can get the exact same shot on both cameras. This thing is heavy as hell and my neck is probably going to hurt by the end of the video, so if you could drop a like, that would be awesome. But I'm trying to give you guys the most exact comparison that I can. Let's go see how the cameras stack up. I actually have not done this, so I'm going to be learning it with you guys. I'm actually excited. Let's get this thing going. As we go directly into the sun. Well, guys, let's get into the daylight test. Now, this is typically in a video where I would tell you guys all about the specs of both cameras, but you guys are adults and you can look that stuff up yourself. I'm not going to waste your time talking about the specs. What we are going to do, though, is I'm going to show you guys back and forth these cameras during this daylight situation. Now, I will tell you, I've got both cameras set up to what I feel like is the most ideal setting, and when I'm showing that camera on screen, I will give you guys the setting that that camera has on it. This is kind of, if I was going to use this camera as a helmet cam, these are the settings that I would use, and we're going to roll this for a minute. As you guys can probably notice, we've got ND filters on both cameras. That way we can get that cool motion blur, and hopefully because of this new little bracket, you guys will get a much more one-for-one comparison to what each camera can do. In the past, I've had to switch cameras back and forth on my helmet, but you're not getting like the exact same light condition as you are the other camera because you're in a different place. So I'm really excited about this video today. Now, of course, if you're watching this video, that means you're probably interested in filming yourself or motovlogging, which means audio is very important. Now, this is not going to sound great, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to just the onboard camera audio mic, like whatever audio the cameras are getting right now. They have no microphones connected to them, so this is just raw onboard audio. Don't worry, I'm going to fix it so it doesn't like blow your eardrums out, but here's what the GoPro sounds like right now. All right, let's cut to the audio that's on board with the Ace Pro 2. We're going about the same speed as the GoPro was. All right, so that's onboard mics, but now an even more important question is what do these cameras sound like when we plug a microphone into them? I'm gonna stop up here and I'm gonna get these cameras taken off because it changes the camera sizing up and it doesn't fit on this bracket. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So guys, for all of these audio shots, I am going to be using the Purple Panda microphone. This thing's only 30 bucks on Amazon and it does a phenomenal job, especially for the price. I'm going to use the exact same microphone for both situations, but just know for each camera, you are going to need a little extra piece in order to let you plug the microphone in, but I'll show you. So for the GoPro to be able to have a microphone into it, you have to get this expensive and very bulky media mod case. Okay, as you guys can see, this is the Purple Panda microphone. I just have it going into the helmet very roughly just to show you guys what it will do. So let's get on the road and I'll show you what it sounds like. All right, now, if the GoPro works appropriately, which the GoPro 13 has done an okay job, it hasn't been terrible like previous GoPros, but hopefully you guys can hear me in the GoPro right now. So let's see what happens when I go for a ride. What's that bike sound like? I mean, to me it sounds great, but what does it sound like to you guys? Oh, the MT10 is such a good sounding motorcycle, so if it does not sound good to you guys right now, that is problematic. Also, something to note with the GoPro is there are no modifications to the audio settings that you have. Now, the thing you can do about the audio is one, mic placement and mic choice. Different microphones are going to respond different ways. So if you did buy a GoPro and your audio doesn't sound good, try a different microphone. That may help you. But right now, as loud as I am, that's how loud I'm going to be. I can't do anything about that. All right, let's get pulled over and let's swap it out, only the camera, for the Ace Pro 2. So to connect the Ace Pro 2 with your mic, you are going to need this little mic adapter. All you got to do is take the USB door off. There we go. And this just plugs directly onto it, just like that. And then the microphone, this one I can thread back here. And just like that, your microphone's in it. So let's go see what it sounds like. All right, we're good. Now the cool thing about the Ace Pro 2 is that you can actually change the gain on the Ace Pro 2. So that way, if you're talking too loud or too soft, you can actually adjust that, and that way, God, that sun is directly in front of me. Good Lord. Not a good road to go down. But yeah, the Ace Pro 2 is cool because it gives you that ability to change the gain. Now, in full transparency, guys, I have no idea what the gain is set to right now. So, for all I know, I am way too loud. But it is kind of an interesting test to see what the automatic gain is and see what the Ace Pro 2 sounds like. All of that extra mic stuff that the Ace Pro 2's marketing stuff talks about is only the external mic. All right, guys, hopefully that gives you a good audio test. I'm going to get this microphone ripped out of my helmet, and we'll move on to the next test. All right, so guys, the next test is the max resolution test. Both of these cameras have pretty high max resolutions, way past the 4K. The Ace Pro 2 can actually do 8K, and the GoPro Hero 13 can do 5.3K. So I don't really have a normal use for this in my day-to-day riding, but we're about to head into the city. There's gonna be some big buildings in the background. So what I think we should do is put them in their max settings, head to the city, and maybe zoom in the frames to see what zooming in can look like and how much resolution is there. So let's get it on the helmet and go see what big city buildings look like zoomed in. All right, let's get to Atlanta and see what resolution looks like. Oh, zoom in on the church, or zoom in on the cross. What's that look like? 8K versus 5.3. There's some nice buildings. All right, let's zoom in on them things after this bridge and see what we got. Look at that. Not the Jeep. Not the Jeep merging into me, but all the cool big buildings. Oh man, that skyline is so freaking cool, dude. So freaking cool. Bro, if high resolution don't help those buildings look cool, I don't know what does. All right, let me focus and get to this location we're going to. So guys, we got motorcycles all over the place, man. It's the first cool, like, good weathered night. So we just got done with the high resolution test, and I'm getting a little worried about the GoPro battery. It's already at 62%, and I really haven't been filming that long, and it's about to start getting cold, and we have a lot of night testing to do. So I get to try something I haven't got to try yet, which is the Ace Pro 2's feature where you can reverse charge. So you can charge other items like your phone if you were out on a hike or a ride and your Ace Pro 2 battery was charged, you can charge your phone or something. So apparently I just plug this in and then I plug this in. Is that literally all it is? Holy crap. The Ace Pro 2. The Ace Pro 2 is literally charging. Hold on, let me get you guys out of the direct sun. So I've just got a USB going out of the Ace Pro 2. And I've got the USB going into the GoPro, and look what the GoPro says. Can you guys see that it says charging? How hilarious. That's awesome. That's so funny. Okay, so Now they've got the high resolution test done. What I want to do now that the sun is setting, now we really get to start testing, because the lighting's going to be great and then it's going to get bad. I'm going to have the ND filters off of these cameras, and we are going to ride around Atlanta as the sun is setting into when it gets dark. And then we'll do the next test. But right now, let's get into the sunset test after the GoPro charges up a bit.
Alright guys, as you can see, these cameras probably can't. Alright, so we've been out here all day and my visor has not transitioned to clear. We are at nighttime. Well, it's technically blue hour, but it's about to get like really dark. So our final test, which is where action cameras historically have fallen to pieces, except for the Ace Pro 1. It was revolutionary. We're going to see how the Ace Pro 2 does versus the GoPro 13 in a city setting, riding a motorcycle at night. I know there's a huge amount of you guys that love riding at night and want to record your footage, so this is going to be a really big deal for you. And I don't know what this footage is going to look like, but I'm willing to bet this is going to be the biggest differentiator between these two cameras. Let's get them going and let's find out. They will both have their highest ISO settings as possible. All right, my friends. This is the night test. Check out Mercedes-Benz Stadium. How cool is that? So guys, I'm in downtown Atlanta and I'm actually going to take you guys to a lot of the key spots of Atlanta, and I think the lighting is going to be really neat. So we're going to get to check it now. And I'm authentically, I am excited to see the results of this video. It has a bigger sensor and that allows in more light, which is why you're probably seeing way more light on the Ace Pro 2 as compared to the GoPro. But also what the Ace Pro 2 is doing is it's allowing in its pure video mode, which is the mode that it's in. It's a very specific mode. It's different from the regular movie mode. But when you go into that mode, it basically allows itself to put the ISO really high. But then it does noise reduction with AI. But here's the important thing. It does it before it writes it to the memory of the card. And that way you are able to get way cleaner night footage than you would normally get by just a camera that does its noise reduction after the fact. Which is what the GoPro does from what I understand. So that's why if the Ace Pro 2 looks any different than the GoPro right now, that is why.
Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap up my GoPro Hero 13 versus the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Like I said, I'm not going to give you guys my opinions on which camera I like more than the other, but I will tell you there's one of these cameras that I'm going to continue using and the other one's probably going to be sitting in a drawer. Now, just to be totally fair, I'm going to give you affiliate links to both cameras, so you guys pick whichever one is best suited for you, and let me know in the comments which camera do you think is best for the type of riding you're going to be doing.
based on the footage that you saw in this video. Also, speaking of those affiliate links, if you guys use my code on Insta360, you'll actually get a free motorcycle bundle, but the only problem is that only lasts until March 31st, I think. So make sure to use that code before then, otherwise you're not going to be getting the free stuff. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video, and make sure to subscribe if you like motorcycle content. You guys go out there and ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.